Star Wars, Darth Vader, Issue 21, Fortress Vader, Part 3. Darth Vader can be seen going through hyperspace on his new ship thanks to Palpatine, representing from his old past life Anakin Skywalker with his late wife, Padmé Amidala. Inside the ship with the artifacts, a strange, mysterious, familiar boy suddenly appeared. It was Anakin Skywalker, but something was different. His face was disformed and was part Vader. Lord Vader stares right at him. Lord Vader, we have almost arrived at the coordinates you specified. The navicomputer will alert us shortly.
Good. I will take the controls personally once we enter orbit. Colonel Brinny.
Of course. Emperor Palpatine's directive was very clear. Whatever you need, I do. But if you will permit me one question, considering the nature of this project, why Mustafar?
Coruscant, the Imperial Palace. Before.
Your request is granted, my apprentice. I will give you the world you desire. Make it your stronghold. Use it however you wish. I will send an Imperial architect with you to design whatever facilities you deem appropriate. Colonel Avar Brinny. She oversaw the alterations to my palace, removed all traces of the Jedi. She is very good at appealing brutal aesthetic. The world where you were defeated, where you were burned. I have my suspicions as to why you chose it, but I would have them confirmed. Why Mustafar?
Exiting hyperspace momentarily. All passengers prepare for transition. This could be a difficult assignment, Lieutenant Ragu. Nevertheless, a great artisan can get the client what he wants, even when the client has no idea what he wants, especially then.
Of course, Colonel. I'm sure you will build him something wonderful.
The question is, what is wonderful to Lord Vader? It's a bit of a puzzle. Originally, I was thinking he'd prefer a Minneapolis approach, but then I see this ship of his. Do you know it? J-Type 327, Nabooan Royal Starship. Handcrafted, very few made, unarmed, used to transport the Queen of Naboo and her retinue. Yes, a lovely vessel, museum worthy, really. As a student of design, it's incredible to see one up close, and absolutely the last thing I would ever expect Lord Vader to possess. You know his reputation?
Of course, everyone does. I was there when he killed those 5 officers.
He's very intimidating. Yes, he rarely speaks. He seems more droid than man, and yet this ship and things like this mask. What is it, I wonder? What does it mean to him? I've never seen a piece like it, truly sinister, for something with such simple lines. I wonder, who wore it?
Alert. External hull temperatures rising to crucial levels. All passengers and crew to emergency stations.
What in blazons? Colonel, we're descending into Mustafar's atmosphere, and we have no shields. Lord Vader, I don't mean to question you, but the ship's shields ain't functioning. We can't attempt to unshield the atmospheric entry. We'll be burnt to crisp. I recommend an immediate return to high orbit. We'll fix the shields and attempt a second landing. We can even call in Imperial techs if need be.
The shields are functioning, Colonel Brinny. I deactivated them.
Lord Vader? Nothing in my mission brief mentions suicide. I am strongly urging you to reactivate the ship's shields. Lord Vader reaches out with his hand. Brynny's blaster suddenly just whooshes out of her holster into Vader's hand as he grips it.
Whatever I require, you will do. This was the Emperor's directive.
Yes, those were my orders.
I require you to sit there, say nothing. There may be pain.
The starship can be seen burning up through the atmosphere at blazing heat and speeds as it approaches the surface of Mustafar.
Unshielded atmospheric entry not recommended.
The ship now heads downwards. Oh no. Maximum tolerance exceeded. The ship's burning up, engulfing flames around Vader.
Complete system failure imminent.
Meanwhile, on the surface of Mustafar, the Mustafarians can see the ship crashing from the sky.
What do you think it is, Father Ninkt?
An omen zzz. Father Kite reaches out with his hand.
Fire comes. Life fire or in fire.
Trying to get a better view at what it is. Unknown to them, it was in fact a starship coming out of the re-entry.
We shall see. Better.
Colonel Brenny, what was that? What happened? Vader. It was Vader, Ragu. I don't know why, for some reason. That was what he wanted. But I suppose now we know his aesthetic. Darth Vader has returned to the cave he was once at when he began his journey as a Sith by bleeding his kyber crystal. Lord Vader, I trust this is the location where you would like us to build. I can begin designing a facility for your use immediately, but I wanted to ask again if there's anything you can tell me about your purpose here. Your innocence, do you accept you'll be doing much entertaining? Your tactile tendencies do you credit, my apprentice, but I will require an answer. Why Mustafar?
You sent me to Mustafar to bleed my kyber crystal at the dark side locus present on the planet. When I touched that power, I saw deeper into the Force than ever before. I believe things are possible at the locus that are impossible elsewhere.
Ah, I understand you are truly a perfect Sith, Lord Vader. You let nothing go. Perhaps your Padmé does await you on Mustafar. Perhaps the dark side will bring her back to you. Go. I think one way or another you will learn a great deal. That is good. After all, your power is my power. I have given you a vessel and a world. Now I think one final gift. Come, my apprentice.
I am here, Colonel Brenny, to study, to understand a great mystery. I do not know how long it will take.
Right. That's something at least. I'll just get to work then. Shall I? Colonel, you're back. Did Vader give you any guidance? Nothing I can use, Ragu. I'll start with a basic functional approach and we'll see how he reacts. You get clients like this from time to time. They'll say, oh, don't worry, I'm sure whatever you design will be perfect. Cut to 10,000 revisions later and they're still not satisfied. The ones who say they have no opinions always manage to find them in the end. How can I assist? Tea for now. Later brandy, most likely. But mark my words, Lieutenant, we will figure this out. I haven't disappointed a client yet,
and Lord Vader will not be the first. If this was a job just anyone could do, they wouldn't have sent a Colonel Averbrini. Darth Vader sits himself down next to the rock as he begins to meditate for the dark side. Yes, I like this spot. The lava flows to the southeast will make a stunning vista. Vader puts both his hands out as he begins to reach into the Force, pulling at the dark side. Thank you, Lieutenant. 4 or 5 hours and I should have an internal design. Can you run some tests on the tensile strength of that flood basalt we saw during the survey? I like to incorporate local materials when I can.
Of course, Colonel. Right away.
Well, look at this. The decor in here. It's certainly very dark.
What is it, Colonel? My work here is delicate. I do not wish to be disturbed.
I've completed the internal design pass on your facility here. A bit functional, perhaps, but I think we can tweak. Have a look. I think you'll be pleased. Vader has a look at the design on the hologram.
You are wrong.
Looks like we're starting over, Ragu. We've officially entered the brandy phase of the project. With Vader hearing the noise, he steps out of the cave. He finds the Colonel dead on the floor. As he walks in, he sees someone working on the plans. Turning around, revealing that one of the officers was wearing a helmet. The Mask of Lord Momin. A powerful artifact of the dark side. Momin was uncommon among Sith. Many of us build our legacy through destruction. Momin preferred to create. He and I have that in common. The uses he found for the Force were truly unique, likely never again replicated. As you also seek unusual paths through the dark side, Lord Vader, I thought you might find Momin's example to be inspirational. Take the mask to Mustafar. Perhaps it will show you the way.
I have never seen the name Moment in any holocron, Jedi or Sith.
Yes, the paths he walked were deemed heretical. His story was suppressed.
Then how do you know it, my master?
The mask told me.
Darth Vader quickly gets his lightsaber out and swings at the intruder, with the officer on the floor with a lightsaber wound going across down his chest. Vader stands in front of him. Vader is presented with the latest plans from this mysterious person, which looks like a castle design for his new structure.